Hi everyone, welcome all of you to this online webinar on how to trade without technical tension, fundamental confusion and advisory stress in stock market. Now many of you know the fact that there are many people who have experienced failure in this business because of this technical tension, fundamental confusion and advisory stress. But then when I say this, some of you may start thinking now, is it really possible to trade without technicals or fundamentals or advisory? And if this is what you're thinking, then let me tell you, yes, it is definitely possible because there is a revolutionary invention. And this revolutionary invention has supported people who have lost their jobs striving to earn money by trading from home, trading futures and options in the tough time the world was going through. So this revolutionary invention is what we call it as a dynamic live. It is the first ever stock market intelligence called the Daumantic method. So today, my friends, in this webinar, you'll learn two things. One is how to trade in a matter of just 1, 2, 3 easy steps. You'll also learn how to master futures and options trading in a matter of 7 minutes. By the end of this webinar, you will all find a solution to all your trading related issues. And let me assure you, if you can adopt this solution, you will never ever experience failure in stock market throughout your lifetime. But during this session, if you come across any doubts, please make a note of it. At the end, we will definitely discuss. But let us keep the session a bit more interactive, because this 45 minutes of session, the more you interact, the more you're going to benefit from this. All right. So let us begin this session. Now, first of all, before we get into the details, I want to ask you all a very basic question. The question here is, why do you want to trade in stock market? What is the reason? What is your purpose? What is that you want to achieve in stock market trading? Can anyone tell me? I'm sure there are many experienced traders, many beginners watching this session. Am I right? There must be some purpose for you to trade in this business or do this business. So what is your purpose to get into stock market? Well, some of you may feel very silly when I ask this question, but then over a period you'll understand how important this question is. Even if you are an experienced trader, I will always suggest keep recalling this question, keep trying to answer it every now and then. You will understand what you're supposed to do or where you're going wrong. Yes, Mr. Arvinda says it is to earn money. Isn't it? The gentleman on YouTube, he also says money. That is the only reason, isn't it? We are all here to earn money. Yes, Mr. Anil Kumar. There is no other reason. Right? But for you to earn money in this business, what is that you are supposed to do? For you to earn money or make profits, what is that you are supposed to do in this business? Want to live a luxury life? Yes. That is what many people want. Now, for us to achieve that dream, we have to earn, and we have to earn big, and we have to earn consistently. Correct? So for you to earn money in this business, what is that you are supposed to do? There are only two things that you can do here, and that is buying and selling, or selling and buying. Am I right? Apart from these two, there is absolutely nothing for you to do here. Whether you are a beginner or experienced trader, end of the day, this is what you're going to do. Either buy and sell or sell and buy. Isn't it? So that is where your complete focus should be. So Mr. Satyaji says we should have knowledge. Yes, when it comes to knowledge, this is the right knowledge one must have. Apart from this, if anyone is trying to learn anything else, then I will say that you're wasting your time. But then when it comes to buying and selling, the important thing is you must learn the right entry and right exit. That is, when to buy and when to sell is all that one has to learn. Anyone who has learned it, anyone who has mastered it, now you are a successful trader. How many of you agree with this statement? Isn't it right? But then when it comes to where the right entry and right exit, there is another fact that you all must know, and that is whichever stock or index or commodity, whatever you want to trade, you should understand price does not move in a similar way every time. There are different market conditions. Market conditions keep changing. The way the markets moved today, it will not be the same tomorrow. It will not be the same a week later. The way the markets were moving 10 years back, there are a lot of changes that has happened. Isn't it? 10 years back or 15 years back in stock market, a gap up or a gap down at the opening of the market was a very rare incident. But today, every alternate day, we are able to see a gap up and a gap down. So these changes will keep on happening because change is the only constant in life. Isn't it? So in these changing market conditions, in different market conditions, how do we trade? When to buy and when to sell is all that you have to learn. If there is a sudden market crash, how will you make profits? If there is a big rally, how will you make profits? If there is a gap up or a gap down, how will you make profits? If the markets become completely range bound, sideways we call it, how are you going to trade and make profits? This is what one has to learn, isn't it? But today, that is where this dynamic live comes into picture, because today this is one or the first ever stock market intelligence which can guide you or help you to trade in any different market conditions effortlessly, because it will tell you the right entry and right exit automatically in different market conditions. Now for that to happen, now there is not an easy thing, isn't it? To give you a right entry and right exit in any different market condition, now this is not an easy thing. But then in this dynamic live, there are some very unique intelligence, multiple intelligence which have been made use of. All right. There is not a software which gives you simple buy or sell signal. There are a lot many things that goes inside this. There are a lot of things that this tool can do. Of course, this is a software. Of course, this is a tool, but this is a stock market intelligence. All right. So there are some multiple features and intelligence in this dynamic live which can identify different market conditions and tell you the right entry, right exit. So first, what I'll do now is I will show you one by one these four different intelligence, and after that I will directly show you the dynamic live tool itself so that we can see what happened today in the market. Now we can go check your favorite stocks, what happened, what is happening, what is the plan for tomorrow's trade. We can do all these things, but first let us understand these intelligence. I will take some examples to explain this. First of all, as I told you, for you to succeed as a trader, you should know the right entry and right exit. But at the same time, you should also know when not to enter and when not to exit. So today in this dynamic live, there is some very unique intelligence here. Let me show you. So whichever stock or index that you want to trade, whenever the price of this script is likely to increase, then here in the action, it will be very clearly written as buy long act now. The tool is telling you buy long act now, which means buy signal has come, take a long position, act now, buy it immediately, because it feels the price is going to increase even further. Now when I say this buy signal, sell signal, there are thousands of softwares which can give you, isn't it? Right? But then what is the guarantee? Whenever you get a buy signal, what is the guarantee that the price will go up? Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it does exactly the opposite, isn't it? But how this intelligence works, let me tell you. If it feels that it is likely to increase further, then it will tell you buy long act now. If not, if it feels that this is a false movement, the price is likely to reverse, then here it will be written as buy signal, wait and buy. Which means buy signal has come, but please wait, don't buy this. The tool itself is telling you. Similarly, even in a downtrending market, if you want to benefit, the tool will automatically tell you sell short act now, which means sell signal has come, take a short position. Sell it right now, it is going to go down. It is already running live on YouTube, Mr. Haryant, and it is recorded, and then after this session, you will find this record in the YouTube channel automatically. So if it is a false movement, it will be written as sell signal, wait and sell. So similarly, in one such situation, it was written as sell signal, wait and sell. There was a massive gap down on that day. Just imagine, without this information, what does a normal trader do here? Early morning, you see the market is down, and it is down with a big gap. All right, and a script like Bank Nifty early morning, if it is down by 800, 900 points, what will people normally do who are trading in this? They will try to sell it, isn't it? Because they feel it may go down even further. And those people who bought it the previous day, they will sell it much faster out of panic. But then when there is a gap down, this dynamic live said something else. It said sell signal, wait and sell. It is telling us wait, don't sell this. And the price, you can see, it was at around 19,945. And then in the next few hours on the same day, it moved up to 20,613. It is almost more than 700 points up from the level that we saw. Now, when you had this information, like all other normal traders, you wouldn't have traded. You could have avoided this trade. But not just this. In our training, you will learn when it is telling us wait and sell, which means not to sell, then let us buy this. All right. Why can't we buy? So where to buy? You will learn it. But then by doing that, even this up movement, even during false price movement, one could have made profits. But for this to happen, what is that required? The only thing that is required for you is the right information at the right time. Similarly, there is one more intelligence. We call it as zigzag cautions. Now, what this does here is it identifies the place where the price is going to reverse. Temporary price reversals. Let me show you. You can see here, this is an up movement, complete up movement. Now, in this up movement, let's assume you have bought somewhere at some price you have bought. After you bought, the price keeps on increasing, so you are seeing very good profit. But then, right at the top, there is this red colored symbol. We call it as zigzag caution. Now, when this symbol appears, it means get ready, the price is likely to reverse. But it may be a temporary reversal. Later on, the price may come back to its original direction. But then, when you know that the price can reverse, what will you do? The first thing that will come to your mind is book the profits, exit the trade, isn't it? That is all that you're supposed to do here, exit the trade. But in our training, you will also learn not just exit, take a short position also, right at the stop. And next day, you can see the price has opened with a gap down. The first thing, we are not here to become an expert. We did not predict that there will be a gap down. But what we were able to do here is before the gap down, we already have a short position in place. And we are making profits when there is a gap down. That is all that matters, isn't it? So the zigzag caution is helping us to exit our trades with maximum profits right close to the top. Not just in an uptrend, even in a downtrend, you can see the price coming down continuously. Right at the bottom, there is this green symbol. The price was at 21,125, and from there, in the next few hours, it goes up to 21,489, 350 points up. At least one could have exited the short close to the bottom to exit with maximum profits, isn't it? So that is a benefit here. And then we have this intelligence called sideways caution. Now, you all know about sideways market. Many people call it as range bound market, isn't it? Range bound market means it is a phase where the price of any stock that you're looking at, it is trading up and down within a small range or sometime in a bigger range. But then there is a phase where majority people incur a series of minus trade. It is because simply they are not able to understand which direction the price is going to move. You must have also experienced whenever you buy, the price goes down, whenever you sell, the price goes up, and it keeps on happening with you back to back, isn't it? So in this situation, for us to trade successfully, there is this intelligence called sideways caution, where it identifies a sideways movement in advance. Today, Dynamic Live is the only tool in the whole world which has this feature. Let me show you. So whichever script that you want to trade, here in the reason at some point, it will be written as sideways nearing sign. So it is telling us in advance sideways movement is about to start in the script, get ready. Later, this information will change. It will tell us sideways start sign. Now, when you know that the sideways has started, now you know what is sideways. The price will move up and down. No clarity which direction it is going to move. So when you know that the sideways has started, the first thing that you can do is exit your trade. Whatever trade that you are holding, exit the trade first. And later it says sideways now. As long as the price of the stock keeps on moving in sideways, it will be written as sideways now. So in sideways, you know, it is moving within a range. So whatever trade that you get, you know that you have to exit the trade very early, right? With the minimum profits. You cannot expect big profits to come in this situation. You cannot hold on to your position and sit on the position because it is in sideways, especially when you're trading in options. In options in sideways market, if you simply keep on holding your position, your premiums will melt and it will melt very fast. All right. But when you have this information, then how easy it becomes to take a decision, just think. And at some point, it will tell us sideways end sign. Now, this is when we know that the range bound market is over. Now it is about to move in a single direction. Now get in to capture the next big movement. Just imagine when we have these kind of informations in the live market, how easy, how effective our trading will be, how easy one can decide what to trade. And at last, we have this dynamic system cautions and DMBOTS. Now, what this intelligence does here is it identifies the major price reversal before it happens. Let me show you. When in an uptrending market, as the price keeps on increasing, right on top, if you come across this red colored symbol, this is what we call it as a dynamic system caution. It is telling us there is going to be a major reversal downwards, because till now it was increasing. Now we can see the price going down. Get ready. You can see the price was at 21,621 when it happened. And from here, in the next few days, couple of days, it came down to 20,767. Almost 900 points. Now these big movements, one could have made profits provided you knew that the price is going to reverse. Isn't it? If you did not know that it is going to reverse, then what would have happened? You will simply be holding to your buy position. All right, not knowing that it is going to come down. But with this information, we could have exited our buy positions with maximum profits. Not just that, we could have taken a shot to capture this down movement. Isn't it? So whenever there is a sudden market crash, big crash, whichever stock that you want, before the crash, something like this will appear telling us that the price is going to go down. Before even some news is announced, it will tell us it is going to go down. All right. So that is a major benefit here. Not only in an uptrend, even in a downtrend, you can see the price was at 19,789 when this green symbol appeared. In the next couple of days, it increased to 20,987. Literally 1,200 points movement upward. So there is a benefit here. So these are all the multiple intelligence which work towards identifying different market conditions and finally giving us the right entry and right exit. Now our job is to simply trade. But of course, when it comes to trading, there is a question whether to trade in futures or options or equities. But let me tell you, or let me ask you, how many of you want to trade in futures? Or how many of you want to trade in options? And how many in equities? Can you tell me? Whichever segment you want to trade, you just put the name of this segment. You can send a message on the chat. Sure, we will check Adani's trade today. But then Adani, which Adani? Adani Enterprise or Power or what is it? So let me tell you, all these three segments can be traded using this dynamic live. All right. But then I am sure there are many of you who are today interested to jump into options trading. Isn't it? So if you want to get into options trading, now the big question is how to trade in options. You all know there are many people who have spent years of their life trying to learn what is options, how to trade in options, hundreds of option strategies, option Greeks like gamma, beta, delta, theta, you name them. And the point is they're still learning. So today you people are here to decide whether you want to spend your time learning or whether you want to spend your time earning. If you have decided to spend your time earning, then you are at the right place, because today Dynamic Live is the one and only tool in the whole world which can tell you how to trade in options in the live market. Practical learning. So how does it do this? Let me show you. Whichever stock that you want to trade, if it feels the price of the stock is going to increase, then here in this Dowmantic method level 2, in the action information, it will be very clearly written as buy call option now. All right. So just buy it. Just buy the call option. Later it will tell you hold call option. As long as it tells you to hold call option, simply hold your position. Sit quiet. And finally, at some point, it will tell you exit call option. So you have to keep checking it in the live market. When it tells you to exit call option, exit the trade. See how easy it is? But in this case, not just exit, it also says buy put option, so that even in a downtrending market, it feels the price is going to go down. You can see where right at the top it is telling us buy a put option. You can see the price is also 21,633, and from here the next day it opens with a massive gap down. It opens at 20,169, 1,500 points down move, and it is still telling us hold put option. Finally, when the price is at 19,831, that's where it says exit put option now. Literally 1,800 points movement captured. Now, we did not predict that we are going to get 1,800 points profit in this trade. But then market moved so big, this tool helped us to capture the full movement, and that's what we want. So when to enter, how long to hold your position, and when to exit, complete information the tool itself is able to give us. Your job is simply place orders. But when it comes to trading in options, there is one more important thing that you have to learn, and that is to select the right strike price. But today you don't have to worry. Even the strike price, the tool itself will tell you. You can see automated strike price. Whenever it tells you to buy a call option, you can look at this pyramid pointing upward, pick one number out of these three. When it tells you to buy a put option, then look at this pyramid pointing downward, pick one number out of these three. All right. Now, when I say all these things, some of you may be thinking, boss, I'm a beginner. I don't even know what is futures or options. How do I trade? Well, if you want to get into this, first thing, can you read what's written here in the action? Can you read it loudly? Try it. It says buy call option now. So before you read it, you must know which script you are looking at. So there's Bank Nifty. So read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now. All right. And as I told you, you should also select a strike price. So since it is a call option, pick one number out of these three. Let's say you picked a 20,900 strike price. So you just have to read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now, 20,900 strike price. All the information is on the screen. Correct? Can you read this much? If you can do this much, then pick up your phone. You make a call to your stockbroker. You can ask him over the phone that if I tell you this much over the phone, will I be able to trade in options? Yes or no? You ask him. When you ask him, you'll be surprised to listen to his answer, because his answer will be a big yes. Because they don't care whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader. The only thing that they care here is, have you given them the complete information or not? So in this case, you told them which script, you said Bank Nifty. What to do, you said buy call option now. Which strike price, you said 20,900 strike price. Of course, you have to tell them the quantity also as per your capital. So with this information, they will simply place the order and tell you what price it has been bought. Now, for you to make a call and give this information, now how much time is it going to take? It's a matter of 20-30 seconds, isn't it? 30 seconds, you make a call, tell them, they will place the order. After that, it will be written as hold call option, so hold your position. Finally, at some point, it will be written as exit call option. That's when you can make one more phone call, tell them Bank Nifty exit call option now. Another 30 seconds. 30 seconds for an entry, 30 seconds for an exit. You do this 7 times in a row. It means you have mastered options trading. Now, I'm sure many of you may be surprised now. How is it possible in 7 times? How will I master it? Yes, when you do this 7 times in a row, the public will start calling you as a master. Your stockbroker will call you as a master. And the reason they will do that is because after you do this for 7 times, when your account balance is in profit, then obviously anyone and everyone will call you as a master. And that is what you will be able to achieve if you can follow it as it is. It doesn't matter how many books you have read or how much knowledge you have. The only thing that matters here is, have you really made profits or not? The same way in futures, if you want to master, just read this buy long act now, Bank Nifty futures buy long act now. or Bank Nifty futures sell short act now. If it is written there, do it 7 times in a row, you have mastered futures also. So that's how easy it is today to trade futures and options, my friends. All right. So today in this dynamic live, just to give you an entry, there are these multiple signals at work. For an exit, there are these multiple signals at work. But your job is just 1, 2, 3 easy steps. That is, just add your favorite stock or index in dynamic live, select it. And after that, check what the Dowmantic method action info is telling you. And as per the training that will be provided with this, just simply place orders, start trading and start earning. That is all that you are supposed to do. If you can do this much, and if you can keep on doing this much for a period of time, you are in for some serious money. So today, let us go check this dynamic live directly. Let's see how it works, and let us go check any of your favorite stock. Let's see what has happened today, how good one could have made profits. Now, this is Bank Nifty by default, we are able to see. All right. Now, Bank Nifty today morning at around 11:30, we had a similar, there was a training session going on. People who had joined the previous workshop batch. Now, for them, we were discussing and we knew that at this point, the price of Bank Nifty is likely to go up. Be ready, because there is a dynamic caution telling us it is going to go up. Now, as the price started increasing somewhere at this level, it was written as buy call option now. So when it said buy call option now, it was at 13:30, 1:30 in the afternoon. The price was at 34,815, 34,815. That's where you could have bought a call option, or in futures you could have taken a long. And as the price moved up, right at this point, it told us to exit call option at around 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, what was the price? The price was at 34,976. Right? 815 to 976. It is almost 161 points profit in futures. One lot will fetch you around 4,000 rupees. 10 lots could have fetched you 40,000 rupees. All right. In options also, you could have done this trade. And for you to do the options, the only thing is select the right strike price. Go ahead and do the trade. Similarly, let us check Adani Enterprise. Now, before that, Mr. Mr. Dheeraj Kumar says how to enable dynamic signals. You don't have to enable anything. If you have this tool and when you open it, all these signals will come automatically, Mr. Dheeraj. Mr. Babu says, can you show last week Bank Nifty, please? Yes, there's a Bank Nifty. Last week, the price came down, went up, came down, went up, again came down. All these up and down movements we could have traded using this dynamic live. And every weekend we have this session where we discuss how big profits one could have made this entire week. And last week when we checked, then this last Monday to the last to the Friday weekend, we saw that more than 1,300 points profit could have been achieved in a single lot trading Bank Nifty in futures alone. All right, so that is a benefit here. Anyways, let us go check Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports, Adani Power. Well, there is a big interest in Adani today. I don't know why. Let us check. Well, how to open this screen? Which app you are using? Well, this is not a mobile app, Mr. Fardeen Haq. So there is a software, direct software, which can be installed only onto your computer, laptop or a desktop. Okay, and once it is installed, there is a license installed along with it. So whenever you open it directly, it will open and it will start running. It will start giving you signals. Okay. Yes, to open the screen, you must have this software. Got it? So this is Adani Enterprise. All right. I think there's a reason all of you have asked why, Adani Enterprise. Now, first of all, early in the morning at the opening itself, 9:30 at this point, it was written as buy put option now. So one could have bought a put option when the price was at 1441, and from there it came down very sharp. As it came down, it made a low of 1201. Right at the bottom, you can see the symbol. Right at the bottom, you can see the symbol. Now, obviously, I think there is there must be some news going around about the stock. That is the reason maybe many of you are interested to know. But then there is a massive gap down today, isn't it? Before the gap down, this tool had told us at this point itself, sell short act now. When was this? It was on 9th June, 1355. Price was at 1600 when it said sell. Before the major gap down, it had already told us to sell. We will be holding on to a short position. All right. And today, as the price came down right at the bottom, it told us that the price is going to reverse. So at this point, it was written as exit put option. We exited the trade. Today morning, if anyone took a short at 1441, by the time you exit, it was at 11 o'clock. No, it is at 10:30. The price was at 1254 where you could have exited. So it is almost 187 points one could have captured in the down movement. Now in a stock like Adani Enterprise, so if you are talking about one trade with 187 points profit, first of all, what is the lot size of the stock? Let us see. Adani Enterprise, the lot size is 1000. So in a matter of just 9:30 to 11 o'clock, 1.5 hours, one could have earned 1,87,000 profit in a single lot, in a single trade. And after that, just before the market closed, it has also told us to buy a call option at this point. All right. And when we bought the call option, the price was at, it was at 15 hours, 3 o'clock. The price was 1476. It has managed to close at 1501. And you can see this tool is telling us get ready to exit call option. So tomorrow morning, the first 5 minutes or 15 minutes, it may tell us to exit the call option. But even you take 1476 to 501, 25 points. So another 25,000 profit. Earlier we had 1,87,000. So total 2,12,000 rupees profit could have been earned today in a single day with just 2 trades. The second trade is still running. All right. We did not predict that there will be such a big movement. But when there is a movement, we were able to make profits effortlessly, like any other professional trader today. All right. But without these informations, maybe someone thought that there is a bad news, and maybe people have sold, but it came down so sharp and it recovered back so much. People would have been holding on to the short position, expecting it may go down even further, but it recovered totally, isn't it? But both these down and up movement could have been traded and you could have made profits. All right. So Mr. Gentleman says, Ms. Suchita Dalal tweet, Adani Group exposed. Well, if that is the case, but let me tell you, all these things were to tell you in a very, many people don't believe it. But then I will say that there was already planning before it came down. The planning started somewhere on June 9th itself, that it has to go down. And this tool was able to identify this. It has told us to sell on June 9th itself, somewhere here. That is a benefit, isn't it? Same way Adani Ports. It's paid or free. It is, I'll give you those details just in a few minutes. Please hold on. The name of the tool is Dynamic Live, Mr. Fardeen. See, even this Adani Ports, you can see here. Many of you may be wondering, see, before this gap down today, there is a golden arrow mark pointing upward. Well, it is there, but then at this point, this Daumantic method action told us hold put option. it had told us to buy a put option somewhere here. All right, or at least this buy, we will not do the trade. Now why? You will learn these things in the training. And right at the bottom, you can see there is a signal that the price will go up before the market close. There's a place where it told us buy call option today. When was this? It was at 12:30 in the afternoon. The price was at 7:39. It has managed to close at 768, and we are still holding almost 39 points movement. And Adani Ports, you know, the lot size is 1,250. 30 points movement, we are talking about 37,500 rupees profit. Mr. Satish asks a question: do the software filter stocks, or we need to select? You need to select, Mr. Satish. You have to select your favorite stock. It will tell you what to do. Similarly, Nifty. Now, this is Nifty. Early morning, the price of Nifty came down so sharply that this tool told us hold call option. It did not tell us to sell. All right. We were holding on to the call option, bought sometime back. And as the price kept on increasing, somewhere at this point, it told us exit call option. So the trade is over. Now it is telling us stay tuned for next trade. It is asking us to wait. The tool is telling us to wait. And some point later, now you can see the preparation is also telling us get ready to buy call option. We may have to buy a call option next tomorrow. Be ready. Mr. Bharat Kalyan Reddy has a question: on what basis this software will give signals? Well, this software is designed based on a very unique concept called as neural network system. Mr. Bharat, there is a very complex formula that goes behind this. It is definitely not technicals or fundamentals. This is something very unique. But what it can do here is let anything happen externally. For example, let there be a news, government policy, economic announcement, corporate announcement, global market impact, war, anything happens. The impact of all these things on the market, this tool will identify before it happens. If you have previously, if you have come across this webinar, or even if you have gone through our website, you will find we say it reveals the insider's trading secret. That is the extent to which this tool works. NTPC, this will be the last stock that I will show you now. At the end of the session, if you want, we can check other stocks. So this is NTPC. In NTPC, you can see the price of NTPC opened down today. As it came down right at the bottom, there is an indication that it will reverse. Price did reverse somewhere, it gave us an entry. One could have bought it at this point itself. And as the price moved up, you can see the price approaching this red line where we could have exited. Now it says stay tuned for next trade. No trade as of now. But get ready to buy call option. Be prepared. Mr. Ajay Bora says, you speak about the profit with the lot size at the same time. See the investment. It's big. Yes, of course. Without any investment. Now, how is it possible? Let's say for Adani Ports, the investment required is 3,06,000 rupees per lot, Mr. Ajay. But the single trade has fetched 37,000 rupees profit today. It is more than 10% returns. What else do you want? You take Adani Enterprise. The capital required is 5,75,000 rupees per lot margin. All right. The same in the today single two trades has fetched 2 lakhs profits. It is almost close to 40% returns. Of course, if you don't have such a huge capital, trade in options. In options, you can trade with a very small capital. Even in this stocks like this, the capital required may be on a bit on the higher side, but with let us say you want to start with 10, 20,000 or 30,000, I would suggest you start in index options. Every possibilities are there in this. All right, all options are available. Only thing that one has to learn here is right entry and right exit, which this tool is able to tell you automatically. So today, when you start trading from here on, there won't be any more confusions while taking an entry or an exit. When not to enter or exit, even that the tool will tell you. And for options trading, it tells you the right strike price also. What else do we want? And there is this preparation. It prepares us in advance. get ready to buy call option or get ready to buy put option. And the action information tells us very clearly. One has to just read it. Yes, Mr. Rajay, that's what I told you. A normal trader, if you cannot afford such a big capital, yes, it is a bigger capital. That's why we have to trade in options. Even with 5,000, 10,000 rupees, people can start trading in options. Yes, with this tool, it is definitely possible. All right. So the action information is one thing where it directly tells you what you're supposed to do. Your job is 100% effortless because your job is to simply place orders. When to enter, how long to hold, and when to exit, the tool itself will tell you. And for you to start, there is no need of in-depth training. One single day training is more than enough. And as I told you, anyone can implement this, even if you're a beginner or an experienced trader. If you're a beginner, I will say that it's very good that you are a beginner because you don't know anything. When you don't know anything, you will simply blindly follow as it is told, and that is what we want. All right. But then remember, it has to be implemented mechanically as it is told in the training, as the tool tells you. As per that, you have to simply blindly follow. You don't have to use your brains or expertise. The more experiments you do, you will only see failure. As you follow it as it is, you will only see success here. So something extraordinary like this, what could be its price? Think in these lines, but today, to make sure that every trader can reap the benefit of this dynamic live, to make sure every one of you watching this session can first understand the benefit of this dynamic live, for the first time ever in the last 13 years, the management of this company called Dowman Group, they have come up with a very big special offer. And the offer here is, you can get your hands on this dynamic live by investing just 12,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. You can use it for one entire month. You can open it in the live market, observe your favorite stocks. Until you do that, it is not possible for you to understand its benefits, isn't it? Right? So that is the reason this offer is given. You can also do some trades. It is a matter of a trade or two for you to gain back this investment. We saw what kind of profits one could have made. All right. So there is a benefit here. There are many people who have been requesting us for trial. All your request has been answered with the special offer today. But today, if any one of you is interested to jump into this revolution, start trading and start earning. If you want to get this tool, then here is the link that I have texted on the chat. Click on this link and you can subscribe it right away, right now. Once you subscribe by selecting this link, by making the payment, you will get a mail from our technical team. They will take a remote access of your computer and they will install the software right away, right today. But remember, this offer is only for the first month subscription, which means those of you subscribing for the first time, only you will get this offer. And this offer is valid only for a limited period of time. Very soon this offer will go and the price will rise. Anyways, the link I have already texted on the chat. You just have to click on it to subscribe. But the actual price of this dynamic live, if I tell you, before I come to this actual price, I forgot to tell you this. See, once you subscribe the special offer of 12,000 plus GST, you get this dynamic live tool which I just showed you for 1 month. But along with this, you will also get one more additional tool, software called Dynamic System as a free bonus. Using this, one can trade without watching the market. So let me show you this Dynamic System. The biggest benefit of this Dynamic System is it gives us right entry and right exit automatically. This YouTube is available, this video is available on YouTube, of course. But tomorrow the same session will happen in a live market. If anyone is interested, you can also watch it, Mr. Rajay. So it tells us the right entry, right exit automatically. You don't have to waste your time doing any research or analysis. But the biggest benefit is it gives us signals and information 1 day in advance. That is a major benefit. All right. So anyone who doesn't have time, if you can spare 10-15 minutes of your leisure time today, you can plan for tomorrow's trading. As per this tool, you can note down where to buy or where to sell, whichever stock that you want to trade. And next day, you just simply call your stockbroker, give them instruction, or place your orders by yourself on online trading terminal. That itself is more than enough. But make sure you don't sit in front of trading terminal throughout the day. Don't keep watching the price movement throughout the day. If you do that, you will end up doing all possible mistakes. So let us check some blind stock. Pick one stock. Let us say Jubilant Food. Mr. Sumit had asked. Let me check that Jubilant Food in this. There is the price movement of Jubilant Food. Now inside this dynamic system, there are some very exclusive studies. I will just first show you one major study. We call it as long dynamic. So what this does here is, it automatically identifies the trend of the price, whether the price is in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So here you can see the blue arrow mark appears when it knows that the trend is up, or if the trend is down, a red arrow mark appears. But whenever I show this, some people say that it looks like some technical indicator. No, it cannot be installed on a mobile, Android mobile, Mr. Babu. As I told you, it can only be installed on a desktop or a laptop. So very recently it had told that the trend is up somewhere here. So this stock, when did it say that the trend is up? 19th May 2021. Let's assume 19th May 2021. Once you finished all your job, you came back home, you opened the software, you updated the data, and when you saw there is a blue arrow mark saying that the trend is up, next day morning you plan to buy. So next day morning at the opening itself, if you had bought, that is on 20th, the price was at 3009, where you could have bought it. Today it has managed to close at 3199, and we are still holding on to the buy position. All right. Similarly, Mr. Satish says emphasis. Let us check emphasis. Even in emphasis, you can see here, it told us that the trend is up. When? On 30th March. 30th March. So 31st March, if you had bought it, the price was at 1780, and today it's trading at 1994. Almost 214 points up from your entry, and we are still holding. All right. So this is the benefit of this dynamic system. But then how to use this? There is a very defined method that will be taught to you, because along with this chart, there will also be a report you will get every day. So in this report, it will automatically tell us where to buy or where to sell. I'll just show you. This report, we call it as a detailed dynamic report. All right. So in this report, you can see your job is to just note down these 4 numbers. Using these 4 numbers, when to enter, when to exit, there is a very defined rule that will be taught to you. And if you can simply follow that, effortlessly, one will be able to earn year after year using this dynamic system. All right. It is especially for people who don't have time. If you're working or if you're into some business or anything, this is the best thing that can happen for you. And today you are getting it free as a bonus. But this tool alone, it is actually worth 95,000 rupees plus GST. All right. To give you the complete details, the actual price of Dynamic Live to start with, it is 4,39,000 plus GST for a 12-month subscription. And the dynamic system that I showed you, it is 95,000 plus GST. But you get it free for lifetime in this 12-month subscription. All right. But the same latest version of Dynamic Live with this dynamic system as a free bonus, you get this both for 1 month at just 12,000 rupees plus GST. All right. That is a major benefit here. But then today, after the first month, you don't have to worry about paying this 4,39,000, because there are many other offers. Let me show you. The same 12 months plan, instead of paying 4,39,000, you can today invest only 1,23,000 plus GST to get this Dynamic Live for 1 entire year. You also get this dynamic system free for lifetime. There is a 6 months plan. At 72,000 plus GST, you get Dynamic Live for 6 months. You get dynamic system for 1 year. 3 months plan at 42,000 plus GST, you get both these tools for 3 months. And the actual 1 month plan is 16,500 plus GST, where you get both these tools for 1 month. These are the 4 different plans. You can choose any one of these 4 plans from the second month onwards. But for the first month, you get the special offer at just 12,000 rupees plus GST. Anyone who's interested, you can click on the link to subscribe it right away. And when you're subscribing, if you need any assistance, you can always contact us at these numbers. The support team will assist you in subscribing this. All right. So that is the thing. But anyways, once you subscribe, there are many other things that you will go through. That is, you can attend a one-day online workshop organized on 20th June 2021. That is the next Sunday. It starts at 11:30 in the morning. The training will be divided into 3 different sessions, each session for 1 hour duration. And every session will be video recorded so that within the next 24 hours, you will get access to all those videos. But then, not just the training. And after the workshop, after the training, to make sure that all of you must make profits, to handhold you initially until you start earning, every day, Monday to Friday, we organize this pre-market session. It is a private session for people who have subscribed. In this session, we plan for the day, 8:30 in the morning, before the market opens. Nifty, Bank Nifty, where to buy, where to sell. All right. Even if you want to trade any of your favorite stock, where to buy, where to sell, we will do the plan. You note it down. Implement it as it is. That itself is more than enough. 1 week, if you go through the session and implement it as it is, you would have earned more than what you have invested on this program. And last entire week, we saw not a single minus trade. Not even a single minus trade in Bank Nifty and Nifty, we saw that. All right. So like this. But then Mr. Anil Kumar, could you please explain any trade or if possible? I will check it. All right. But then this tool can be used in a way that even without a single minus trade, you can trade. But for that, you will learn details in the training. All right. Anyways, not just this. Every weekend, we also organize this weekly dynamic members meet, where we discuss what all happened during this week, how big profits one could have earned. Let us see how many people have really made so much profits. If anyone did not, let us know or tell us why, what went wrong, what are the issues that you are facing in your trading. We are ready to go to this extent to discuss everything practically to make sure you earn consistent profits. So once you subscribe the special offer, what are all the things that you're going to get? Let me give you a quick recap. First of all, you will get these 2 softwares, Dynamic Live and Dynamic System, both installed on your computer. You will be able to attend the pre-market session from tomorrow itself, where we discuss our next action plan. You will get access to all the training videos immediately today itself before you come to the workshop. And you can also attend a one-day online workshop on 20th June. We call it the Dynamic Superpower Trading Workshop. So all these things you will get. But the another major benefit here is once you subscribe, you will get all these things. But your subscription count will start only from the next Monday. So till the coming Sunday, you can use all these facilities absolutely free. All right. But for that, you have to subscribe right now. Got it? So these are all the benefits, my friends. This is all about today's webinar. If anyone has any questions or doubts, you can ask me right now. All right. Those of you interested, you can click on the link to subscribe it right away. And those who want to see how it really works in the live market, you can come join us in the same webinar tomorrow morning at 11:30, where you can see how it works in the live market. Get your doubts clarified and then decide. Entry and exit, says Mr. Satish. For which script, Mr. Satish? As I told you, entry and exit, the tool itself will tell you. Here it will be very clearly written. Buy call option or exit call option or buy put option. You can see in the preparation it is telling us get ready to buy call option. So be prepared. Let us check Jubilant Food. In Dynamic Live. Any other questions or doubts? Anyone else? Those of you subscribing, if you need any assistance, tell me. I can assist you. I will be online for a few more minutes. You can see Mr. Anil Kumar. Now there's a place where For Jubilant Food, it was written as buy call option now. So when was this? It was on 11th June, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Price was at 3,236. That is where we could have bought. From there, it came down to 3,165 today. But even now, it is telling us hold call option. If it is really the time to exit, if it feels that the price is going to go down even further, then it will be written here as exit call option. So we don't have to worry. We simply have to follow it. But then even now, the price is at 3,199. It is below our entry price, but still we are waiting because the tool is telling us to hold. Well, Mr. Satish, I'm so sorry for the experience that you have gone through, but then today you are looking at a solution. All right. But remember, get trained, use it effectively, use it the way it is told. It is more than enough for you to start earning big. Mr. Ravi Lal says, today is my first day over trading and I have made a loss of 24 rupees over intraday. Could you tell me how to do intraday trading in a better way? Well, there is only one thing I can tell you, Mr. Ravi Lal, that is how to make only profits in stock market. All right. Now, you may be here to earn regular profit month after month, or you may be here to earn regular profit year after year, or you may be here to earn big returns on your investment on a long run. All these things can be done. There is a solution for all these things. So I don't want to be so very specific on intraday or positional trading, because this tool, many times when it gives us an entry, it gives an exit on the same day itself. All right. But there are times where it gives an entry. You can see it gave an entry on 12th June and we are still holding on to it. So we have to wait until it tells us to exit. So I cannot say that specifically intraday trading, it is going to tell you. Many trades, they are exited on the same day. There are trades which we hold for a few days also. All right. But this method is one thing along with the training which can fetch you regular returns on your capital month after month. Around 10 to 40% returns on your capital can be earned month after month using this information. All right. So that is how effective it can work out to be for you. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Anyone else? Let me check what happened to Lupin and ITC, because in the live market today, we were checking and I told people to buy this Lupin and ITC. It was a very clear buying opportunity. See the price at this point in Lupin, it told us buy call option. We bought, the price came down. We bought at 1,200. It has closed at 1,192. We are still waiting. Tomorrow there are chances the price is going to go up. Similarly, ITC. Is there any tool to select the stocks to get better returns? I am not aware of any such thing, Mr. Anil Kumar. I'm sorry for that. All right. But then this dynamic live does not have that facility. But dynamic system has a facility where it can tell you which are all the stocks which has given a new buy or which have given a new sell. But out of them, how to pick the best one, this you will learn it in our training. Anyways, this is ITC. Well, was it an ITC that I told to buy? Yes, it was ITC. I'll tell you why. So there was this indication that the price is going to reverse. All right, right at the bottom. And in the intraday chart, we did get a buy signal. I'll just show you. So you can see at this point it told us to buy. Now it is written as long hold. So we bought it when the price was at around 207.20. It has managed to close at the same price. Tomorrow we expect the price to increase because we are holding long. All right, it looks like there are no more questions or doubts. So, gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a happy trading. Those of you who have subscribed, welcome to the Dynamic family. Let us see, we'll meet you again in the pre-market session tomorrow morning at 8:30. Those of you who want to see how it works in the live market, you are welcome to join this same session tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning. You can use the same link to join the session. But until then, good night to all of you. Thank you again for joining the session.